GG's The Mouthful podcast is brought to you by goodgame.tech, the most welcoming gaming community on Facebook. Join the conversation at www.goodgame.tech.
Welcome back, guys. This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, and this is GG's The Mouthful podcast. GG. My poor friend over here is suffering from a little aching and pain. This is what happens. You get 40 years old, right?
I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I have been with a sort of a back pain, and sometimes it moves to the spine, sometimes it moves to the side. So it's like I think I have a chest buster inside my body that doesn't know how to get out. It's a little lost, you know. It's like a hamster now looking at, you know, going through the maze. But
what you got to do is just go to the bathroom and just let it all out.
Oh man! And believe me, it's one of my favorite activities, but it's still,
still doesn't work.
No.
Well, that voice, if you don't know who he is, that's Mr. David Santos, aka Dream Twister. What is up, sir?
How's it going, everybody? I am, like I said, I'm in pain, but I'm managing. Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here, and I want to get right into the show. I've got a lot of news, but I wanted to. Well, let's just start off with what we're up to. We'll just jump right into it.
Yeah, let's do things differently. Let's go ahead and start by what have we been playing? What are we up to? You know, just to mix it up a little bit.
Exactly. Let's just jump right into it. And as you saw probably from the stream before, I'm still playing right now. Not a Hero, and I'm almost done with it. And it's a free game, Devolver Digital Joint. I think I mentioned it last week. It's so fucking awesome, dude. I really like that game.
It's in the sense that it's humorous.
It's extremely hilarious.
This was a good game.
It's fast paced, action packed. I just unlocked a character that's I guess maybe a 007 type of character. He's kind of in a suit. He's smoking all the time. He runs around with he has two guns, and he's pretty awesome. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing is he can't pick up items like everybody else can, but that's okay. But he does the multi-directional shooting.
Oh, John Woo.
The John Woo type shooting. Yeah, he does that, which is pretty cool. So I just unlocked him. Yeah.
This game reminds me a lot of Broforce.
Yes, in a sense. Broforce, and believe it or not, a little bit of. I know it doesn't look the same, but Hotline Miami too. Also, because it's just not. It's not top down. It's side scrolling, but it's.
Well, there's that violent humor also.
Yeah, you're running into a building, killing everybody, and getting out. You know what I mean? That's pretty much the same thing. But it's much more humorous.
Yeah, I'll download it. I'll get to it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. That's really all I've been playing because I've been holding out for Horizon, dude. I can't freaking wait for Horizon. You have no idea. I might actually call in, bro. Only,
funny that you mentioned. I was checking yesterday for some to see if there was PTO. I was like, and this is the kind of great friend that you have here, right here with me. I was checking. I called you, I believe. Hey, man. And then I was like, okay, no, let me check to see, because if it's 10 hours only, I want to get that.
Yeah. he's going to claim it. And then, so the way it works is we work together at, we'll just say,
at the bunker,
the bunker,
downtown. Yeah. It's a secret. It's a secret.
Basically, there's an allotted amount of time that can be taken off, and if one person claims a certain amount of hours, that reduces that allotted time. So, so essentially, reality, what he was going to do was not tell me that there was time.
No. I was going to say if there was 8 hours available, I would have said, "Hey, man, let's get 4 and 4, and we can leave at the same time. Nobody will be the wiser. Nobody will.
They can't
will be
suspicious.
Yeah. Exactly. So, but unfortunately, there was 15 minutes.
Oh my God! Who the hell? Why leave 15 minutes? I don't understand.
Sir, I'm leaving 15 minutes early tomorrow.
That's like, okay.
I'm kidding.
Fair enough. No, I just don't understand. It's like leaving a sip of orange juice in the bottle and then put it back in the fridge.
Yeah.
Making sense. Just finish the damn juice. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I'm playing these. I'm kind of getting these little games out of the way. Not out of the way, but I mean, I am enjoying them.
You're just using fillers.
Fillers until Horizon.
Horizon.
Once Horizon comes out, it's got my full undivided attention.
I feel like this. I have seen this type of pattern with you, especially when a big game like this was last year with Uncharted. Until Uncharted comes in, I'm going to be playing this little game. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but it was also kind of like filler types until you got. Not me. I will start a big game. I don't care, even though I know I'm going to be putting it out, but and
putting it aside.
Yeah, putting it aside. When I get to me, I'll tell you what I did. But
I can't do that though. I don't want to stop. Like even this, to be honest with you, I'm almost a little frantic. I'm going, oh man, I need to finish out a hero.
Otherwise,
I might delay.
I don't get the privilege of playing Horizon until I finish
I know.
out a hero.
It's a sickness. I have a sickness. I understand.
OCD times 10.
So that's really all I've been playing. I did watch a couple movies, but I really want to just focus on one movie that it's more of at this point, I just want to leave it as a PSA. Don't watch Suicide Squad. just avoid it.
Really?
It's not necessary. Wait for it to come out on FX or something.
Oh, wow.
And then just fill in it. The sad part is, let me be completely honest with you. I was engaged at first. It's the way it started, which apparently, after I watched it, I was reading some reviews. Apparently, the intro and everything kind of bothered a lot of. It didn't bother me. It basically the way it works. It's almost like it's introducing characters. So you'll have this woman, Amanda Waller. She's presenting these files to this government agency that they want to set up a team of villains to fight whoever they need to fight. Blah blah blah. Right. So every time they
do the montage,
the montage over there. Every time they show a new file, they go has his name and then it has his stats and it like comes on the screen like it's like okay. So and I thought it was okay. That's cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. Obviously, that's the type of what do you call it?
Oh, they have a lot of characters to introduce in 2 hours.
Well, the funny thing is that not everybody gets this intro, so it's just like okay. Should we do the ones that are not getting this intro? Are they just not that valuable? And are they the ones who end up dying or something? You know, it's just there's no rhyme or reason as to why they don't get it.
Inconsistent.
Yeah, exactly. Again, the intro had me. I was okay. This. I'm liking where this is going. I like the and Will Smith, which I'm a little bit already past Will Smith already because I'm just like he's everywhere and I'm just a little tired of seeing him. Yeah. I was okay with him here because he played a little bit of a different character. I'm like, okay, I'm all right with him. You know, he's got me. And then the movie just continued and it continued and I was okay. This is it. Just basically somewhere along the line fell off a cliff. I was just like, okay, I can see.
I've already lost. Were you telling me this? We were talking about this yesterday, and I was one of the few people that actually kind of enjoyed, even though I recognize that it has major flaws. Mm-hmm. There was something about seeing Batman and Superman on the same screen, So I kind of enjoyed it. I saw that movie twice, but I wasn't too thrilled when I started hearing the reviews for this one, but I was still wanting to, give it a go. I had lower expectations, but if you're telling me you went with lower expectations,
and I started, and it could be why my initial reaction was like, this is actually okay. This is actually better than Batman. Remember I said it. This is actually better than Batman vs Superman.
And then,
when it sinks in for a little bit, and it's like. No, it really isn't.
No, God.
They're two peas of the same pod.
So forget it. I'm skipping Wonder Woman. I'm skipping everything else that's coming. I don't know.
I don't have faith. Let me I was going to say I have faith. I don't have faith. But I have hope.
My expectations are even lower.
I have hope.
How bad can they get?
Exactly. They have. When you're at the bottom already. Yeah. No, I
can't.
But
they've already screwed up the two, what I would consider the two main heroes of the DC universe.
Yeah.
So
no, because Man of Steel was still good. I still say Man of Steel was good.
You're right. Yeah,
I still enjoyed that movie, and but this one, like I said, the Suicide Squad wasn't supposed to be. First off, it wasn't supposed to be a major part of the whole universe. It was literally supposed to be almost like a side thing, but unfortunately. I don't know what happened. I think with everything that happened with Batman vs Superman, suddenly an emphasis came onto that. I was like, oh man, we need another tentpole. And then they started doing reshoots and this, and then what you're left with is a movie that feels a little schizophrenic because it feels poorly edited because it's chopped up. You know, like there's a scene. Spoilers here, guys, and this is mild spoiler. All right,
not that you care anyway.
There's a helicopter scene. They're basically they're going into the they're called into the mission and they're going in, right? And they're in the helicopter, whatever. Out of nowhere, a missile hits the helicopter, knocks it out of the sky. They come out, everybody's okay, okay. Well, we got to get over here. It is. We got to still get to the whatever. No, you know,
like
acknowledgement.
No acknowledgement. Hey, we just got hit.
Who the hell just shot us down?
Somebody hit. Yeah, exactly. It's
no
like, okay.
acknowledgement whatsoever, dude. And I was like,
wow, this is
now
bad.
You can probably deduce who may have done this, but when there's no acknowledgement,
it was probably bad they edited. You know, they're going to release another DVD where they're actually going to put the deleted scenes.
Exactly.
And it's going to explain, you know.
It's most likely a character that you'll see in the whatever. But again, there's no acknowledgement. They never reference it again. Mm-hmm. It's just, so obviously something happened there or some scene was edited and I was okay. So that's the type of thing that really pissed me off. So.
That's a shame. Yeah. That's a shame that you had to spend a weekend with that movie.
I mean, it's okay.
I saw a great movie.
Well, I'm done, sir. What you been up to?
Oh, let me tell you. I'm gonna start with the movie.
Okay, talk to me.
Because I've been playing some games too. But I saw John Wick Chapter 2.
Yes.
And oh my God, dude! I understand this is something you have planned for this weekend.
Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. No, I can't go with you. I would love to go but I won't watch the movie. I will watch your face. I want to see your reactions to it.
So here's what I'll do. I'll quietly record
yourself
throughout the whole movie.
Like, sir, you can't be recording the movie. I'm not recording
this is me.
I'm recording my reactions. My reactions are copywritten. So, sir, you are infringing on my copyrights.
Exactly.
So, but
I'm gonna have to escort you out, sir.
First of all, I watched the first one. I believe I told you I watched it in Spanish.
Oh, the first John Wick.
Yeah. Which was my mistake. I want to rewatch that movie again because. Let's just say there's a little things get lost during translation. Mm-hmm. Yes, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it still, and you remember the first one. I'm not gonna spoil anything about the first one just in case, because if you haven't seen the John Wick saga, you should start. You should start and then go to the movie because this movie is excellent. The first one was really good also, but it was a silly premise. Mm-hmm. At least we can say, hey. It was, well, and I know they show it on the trailers, but I'm still not gonna say. But anyway, it was a little bit of silly. This one takes that silliness and like exponentially makes it
expand on that.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, people obviously like this. Let's just do this times 10 to the point where some of the fight scenes, which they're great. Because I appreciate the fact that they don't go into, his shooting looks tactical, looks realistic. It's none of this like, John Woo,
running up walls.
Yeah, exactly. Like it looks like wired food. None of that. It's move that someone well trained on it could pull off. But it gets to the point that they give you so much of it. Like some of those scenes will run for like 12 minutes and you're like, oh my God, okay, I get it. You're a badass. That's enough. Let's continue the story.
Clearly the plot is about that small, right?
It kind of is, but it's not bad,
All right.
But it goes places, and I'm excited about. I'm excited about you getting the opportunity to watch it.
I'm excited to see it because what I liked about the first one, what interested or fascinated me about the first one was this weird, like, quiet world in the background that exists for hitmen and whatever, and it's just like is that, you start going, does that exist?
Oh my god!
I want to almost be. I would just want to see it. I don't want to be part of it. I
Exactly. It's
want to see
like this whole new universe. It's like you are walking the Matrix almost.
Yeah, exactly. So
you'll get your feel of that.
Yeah, that was so hilarious in the first one. I was like, oh man, that's actually kind of cool. And the first one was the whole hotel thing, but yeah, I'm curious to see how they expand on that.
They expand on it. Oh goodness, they expand on it. Yep.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So that's that. Trying to remember, I didn't watch anything else, or at least nothing else stepped up after John Wick.
That took over everything.
Oh yeah, that took over. Yeah, but I'm still going through Neo. Then, if as I said again, game is fantastic. I think I'm level 45 or something,
nice.
Which is the farthest that I've gone in one of those games, those type of Dark Souls games.
Side note, real quick, Gilberto had brought up a question as to what we would classify this genre. I mentioned survival action RPG.
That sounds good.
And I was like, and he kind of was like, yeah, that kind of fits.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
What do you
Because
think?
you
can call that.
You do have RPG. RPG elements play a high role on it. You get loot. What else? You are, it is action, but not in the hack and slash type.
Yeah,
You have to be very methodical. So, yeah, let's just call it that.
All right, we'll go with that. Yeah.
What are we calling it?
Survival action RPG.
Okay, so SAR. Asar.
Asar,
yes. All right.
Oh, okay.
I'll be playing this SAR called this SAR called Neo, and I still highly recommend. I know a lot of you are waiting, expecting highly Horizon, and that's gonna be the game to get. Obviously, I'm not gonna say get that, obviously, but don't miss it. Don't miss the Neo boat, because it is a fantastic ride. It is a fantastic boat to be.
Nice.
And so that's that. PSN had that critic acclaim sale.
Oh yeah, actually that's one of the news topics. We can bring it up now if you want.
Oh well, I was in the sense that I took advantage of it and grabbed two classics. I don't know if we should be calling it classics, because two games that I really, really, really enjoyed last year, which were Doom and Titanfall.
Nice.
They both have great prices. Because the reason I did this is because I updated my hard drive. I finally updated my hard drive
on the PS4
to 2 terabytes.
So, okay.
No, go ahead.
So, the PS Pro for the moment is.
I'm putting on hold.
It's in the background.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, man. That freaking Horizon looks so good on PS Pro that it's just messing with my head.
It's messing with your head because it doesn't look ugly on the PS4.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But
it doesn't even look. It looks great on the PS4.
It's that feeling of, yes, I'm playing. This looks good, but it can look, even if it can look a little bit better, it's still. I'm restricted. This console is restricting to me. I need to update. I need to update this. This is all hardware already. No, but seriously, so I put it aside from upgrading. I figure, okay, I'll just put more, even though they're coming with an external hard drive now. I mean, the firmware that allows you to use external hard drive. I still wanted to put the internal one because that particular hard drive is a hybrid, which not only gives me that 2 terabytes, but also the more you start loading the games, I guess it puts them on the memory
like a fast
sort
track,
of
yeah.
So it actually faster, almost reaching SSD speeds.
Nice.
So according to the Foundry, they ran tests on it. So yeah, it's been serving me well. So I want to fill it up. And as I was downloading games, I realized, man, I got a lot of titles on disc and not enough goodness in digital. So I still have like 1.5 terabytes that I want to fill with something. So I just grabbed those Doom and Titanfall
just to fill space.
No, I'm gonna play them. I started playing Titanfall last night.
Mind you guys, he already has these games.
Yeah, I already got these games on PC. On PC, played them both, beat them both. They're great. I enjoy them so much. I want to give them money. I'll reduce price. But mind you, if the sales is still going until the 28th of February.
Yeah.
So if
you want, I'll go right into the just a news topic. I can go right into it right now. We'll just get it out of the way.
Yeah, let them know because
PlayStation,
we need to get this.
PlayStation Store right now has what they're calling the Critics' Favorite sale. And right now you can get Doom $29.99. Now this is these right here that I mentioned are going to be PS Plus prices. So if you're a Plus member, this is the prices you're looking at. Doom $29.99. Inside, which is an awesome game, one of my contenders of Game of the Year, $7.99.
Oh, dude, that is
ridiculous. I mean, oh my god,
that's gonna be my next one.
Yeah. Titanfall 2, which you just mentioned, $23.99.
That is a steal. You're stealing that game. You should be put in jail for stealing that game at that price. You should call Sony and have them fix that. I'm going to jail.
Oh my god,
that game is amazing. Okay.
Another good game, which it is discounted, but not as much as the other one. $40.19. Again, this is for PS Plus. Dishonored 2.
Dishonored 2, great title. Hey, they have Witcher.
They do have Witcher. I didn't have it on the list yet. Let me bring up.
Witcher. I think is $30.
The full game? Yes. Full game. Yeah. $29.99.
The complete edition, actually. I think it comes with the right.
It comes with everything. Yeah, complete edition.
Yeah, that's too much Witcher.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the rest of your life right there.
Yes. If you want one game to hold you, you know.
Yeah. Life is Strange, also $7.99.
Oh my god! These are fantastic games at fantastic prices. Life is Strange. It's our favorite.
Was an amazing game. Yes. Yeah. Darkest Dungeon is this is for it's $12.49 if you're not, $9.99 if you're a PS Plus member.
And that's a good game if you're a real masochist.
Yeah. You need to be a masochist.
If you like pain, if you like suffering.
Absolutely. And some other good ones in there. So yeah, definitely check it out. I just wanted to, since we're talking about it, just get that piece out of the way.
Get it.
Talos Principle, I think, is $19.99,
and that's great too. Yeah, the sales are fantastic. They should keep doing. Yes. Don't put crap. Don't put crap like you've been doing, before, and just call it a flash sale. And it's mostly
flash sales. Generally, let's be real. Flash sales generally include a lot of the. They're trying to move these titles that have been sitting stagnant. So I can understand. And let's be real. When they do a flash sale, half the time I'm going, oh, I got that one.
I got that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not their fault. You know what I mean? It's not that I happen to own it already. Right. So it's I'm usually passing a lot of people that already had that one.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
I'm actually excited about revisiting back Doom and playing it on the big screen now. And same thing with Titanfall. I started it yesterday, and I was like, "Oh God, I wanted I was holding myself from texting you at 2 a.m, dude. Oh, this is so good. Anyway, that's all I've been doing.
Awesome.
Genesis does
16-bit arcade graphics.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does
16-bit sports action.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis
Does. Get Joe Montana free, Pat Riley free, Buster Douglas free, Super Monaco GP free, or Collins free. What Nintendo?
All right, guys, we're going to go into real news now, and let's see where I start from. First off, I'm going to start with some Switch news.
Wait a minute. Oh? Did you just call them real news?
Real news. Yeah, apparently it's, they've been marked as fake and real.
It is a sad world that we have to specify, hey, guys, we're going to talk about some real news now,
Yes.
as opposed to our previous segment, the fake news.
The fake news.
I have not been playing Neo. That was just a ruse. Freaking CNN's talking crap about it. I'm going to ban them now.
Oh, my God. What I have here is a lot of Nintendo Switch news.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's less at this point today. We are less than a week away from the release. It comes out the 3rd, which is Friday. So it's going to have a Friday release.
I have some news on that. Yesterday, I asked you to do it for me, but you didn't.
You did it yourself?
I have officially canceled my
pre-order.
My Switch pre-order. I have the money for it. I just don't have the interest.
He's like, it's just not worth it.
No.
Let me ask you, did you pre-order the system itself?
I just pre-ordered the system, no games.
Oh.
I pre-ordered it. I was, the moment they start saying, because it's Amazon, so you can pre-order without putting any money. You will not get charged until chips. So yeah, I figured the moment they announced it, I just went really quick to Amazon, put the order, and let's just wait. Maybe this was before they actually did, when they had the first announcement that looked really good. You know, that it was just a commercial, but we were so hungry for info that we just took it at face value and not realized that the system really doesn't have a lot of things.
This is still Nintendo.
Not yet. I'm not saying, this system, it could be awesome in 2019. 2018.
It could be. Let's see here. One of the features that people have gotten extremely excited about, or for some reason just feels very satisfying, is the little click sound that it makes. Did you see the video with when they put the Joy-Cons onto the side of the?
This is the thing that people are excited. That
it's
Nintendo fans are getting excited about. I don't want to talk to these people.
Apparently,
they should be locked up.
There is a connection click that sounds right when you click it onto the side, and it's audio and visual because the side of it will light. I don't know if you saw the video, but I was like, okay, I can see.
I've heard the reports are that it's a SerDes system, and to be fair, for the most part, Nintendo hardware it's sturdy. It's meant for kids, so of course.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be. It's got to be.
Not meant for kids. That was a joke. That was a slight.
It's just in case kids.
It's just in case, exactly. I mean, aside from that DS that broke from the hinges easily, which they were quick to fix.
To fix it.
So yeah.
So yeah, that's a feature that everybody's talking about and are excited about, believe it or not. Nintendo did publish the file sizes for its lineup of downloadable titles, Switch games. Basically, from what we can see, you're going to need a micro SD card.
You have space for maybe one game. And I say maybe because there is already a game. I don't believe it's coming here just yet, but it's going to be one of the launch titles in Japan that does not fit on the system.
Yes. Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 is a 32 gig download. So if you take the math here, right? The console itself will come with 32 gigs already of internal.
For which a few is going to be reserved.
6.1 is reserved for the
operating system. Oh, God.
So that game basically will not fit into the console, essentially.
Good job.
If you're doing the download, obviously it's cartridge too, so you could just go the old way. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a small... I mean, again, we're talking about additional money being put out for something else that you're going to need now. Because now we need memory cards.
I mean, to be fair, to be fair, it's not as bad as the Vita was.
Yeah,
the Vita had space, but not enough for maybe for a couple games, and they wanted you to buy buy their own SD card, which was bullshit. That it was so freaking expensive, like 3 times the price of the market price of a regular one. So yeah.
It's going to have at least 10 titles available for it, either in stores, online, or both. But the Virtual Console will not make the launch, so it's not going to be available at launch.
Oh, wow.
So any of those type of old games that they were referring to, that may be shortly after the launch. Hopefully not too long, because, I mean, people want to get back to their library.
Once they beat Zelda, I mean, what else is there to play?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, forget about the Nintendo Networks ID. Those are slowly but surely going away. Those are tied to Wii U and the 3DS. That's an older ID thing.
So wait a minute. When they were saying they had a posting the other day that they were saying, okay, reserve your ID now.
That's the account ID. There's a new ID that you
Is that the one I have? Because I went in to put my name just in case, and it showed already that I had an ID. How long ago was this? When I had the Wii U, I had the
that's
last year.
No, that's the network ID. So the network ID is what's tied to the Wii U and the. So
that's the one that's gone away.
It's still there, but for the Switch, it's basically useless. You're gonna have to set up a new network. It's called Nintendo Account ID. So yet another username for Nintendo fans to set up and link their systems. And you can actually go to Nintendo at any point and just set it up, and you'll see all your IDs there as well.
Cool.
But you're gonna need that because the other one is, will eventually, as I said, go obsolete. The Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons seem to be having some issues on the pre-release hardware. Now, this is before patch. There's a day one patch. So I don't know if this is going to be. Nintendo hasn't said anything about this or has even acknowledged it. And obviously, there's no mention on the day one patch if that's going to be included. But the issue on the pre-release hardware seems to be that there is a input lag on the left Joy-Con. Actually, Jeff Gerson as well tested out from Giant Bomb, and several people have solved that. For some reason, it's on the left one for whatever reason. Not the right one doesn't seem to be having the issue. We'll have to see if that becomes an issue, if it gets addressed. Have you heard anything about this?
I think so, but I didn't know that it was like widespread. I know that I listened to the Giant Bomb because they mentioned it, and I figured it was just one case.
Yeah, it's not widespread yet because.
I didn't think it was enough to make the news.
Oh, okay. Well, it's something to watch out for. Hopefully, and again, Nintendo's been very quiet about it, and it's out there. It's been, people have been talking about it now for about a week, and nobody's saying anything. So hopefully, obviously that'll be either handled. Hopefully, it's not widespread. If it is, at least hopefully it's addressed on the.
Hopefully, it will be addressed on this day one patch. A couple of things to remind people that are pre-ordering this. Remember, guys, the box itself. Like I had the system pre-order and no games, because I figured it was probably gonna be easy to get a game if I wanted, but apparently not, because Zelda, it's actually a hard. It's you need to pre-order. Yeah, apparently if you want to have it, day one. The box itself right now it does almost nothing.
The box.
The system itself. You know how the Wii U had like the Mii universe, whatever it was called.
Oh yeah, okay.
It has some things that at least you could do. That 3DS also, it will have some like packing little things that you could do. Well, this one,
not much.
Not much. Yeah, not much has been added just yet. There's no Netflix, obviously, nothing like that. Like you mentioned, even the Virtual Console, you have to wait.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, your wireless headphones won't work with this. They have apparently, there's no way to connect Bluetooth headsets to the device.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what is their solution for it. Maybe you have to use your phone.
Well, yeah, maybe, yeah. There is some information on the day one patch. I don't know if any of that day one patch specifically is going to be adding some online features, so that may be addressed there. Nintendo eShop access is supposed to be available with that patch. Online multiplayer.
Well, you will hope. If you want to get games.
Yeah. Sharing images to social networks, linking to Nintendo accounts. Obviously, that's going to be important, and connecting to public internet hotspots. So all that's supposed to be part of that day one patch. Maybe some of that will be cleared up. Okay. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But that is definitely on their.
Or they'll probably sell you an adapter for like $75. Because
hopefully not. Come on,
that's
Nintendo.
another thing. Nintendo, the adapters, it's that's insane.
It is. Oh gosh, Nintendo. So I don't know if you have any other pieces. That's everything I have for the Switch there.
Oh no, for the Switch, no, we can switch to something else.
We're switching it up. Yeah. Switching it up here. Xbox Games with Gold was the information or the games that they are coming out next month for the month of March.
You might as well skip it to the next one, guys. It's like, God damn, Microsoft.
All right.
What the hell?
We're going to quickly go into it because obviously this is a point of contention for a gentleman here. Yeah. Layers of Fear and Evolve.
Woo, Evolve. We're finally getting Evolve for free.
comes to Xbox One. Those are for Xbox One. And for the 360, Borderlands 2 and Heavy Weapon will come to it. And of course, those are backwards compatible through the One as well. So, sir, your thoughts on that?
I just, God damn Microsoft. You're already getting quite a beating this month. like quite a bitch slap with with Sony's releases of all the ridiculously amazing titles that have come in the last few weeks. And you only have Halo Wars to show off, and it's not even that great. It's just, it's there. That's hilarious. And on your goal, you just let them have cake. Let them have Evolve. That shit is free on the PC. It's not even getting supported, but yeah, nobody's playing this game.
Oh, by the way, I read up on, I don't know if it was Major Nelson's post or whatever, but it was like, the servers are still on for Evolve.
Oh, they're still on. Oh, yeah.
It's like, if you have to say it,
if you have to remind people that the servers are on for the game, then that's a problem.
Yeah,
this is a game that nobody wants to play.
Isn't the game free? I mean, isn't it just free?
It's free on PC.
Oh, only PC. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I was like,
I don't know why it hasn't been taken off the market, honestly, because that game was a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a disaster. It's a good idea. It was a cool idea.
It was a great idea.
But it was the
problem was
execution was garbage.
Correct. The problem was the pre-order bullshit that they put out there. That just threw everybody off. It was like, what in the world? It was crap.
Yeah,
it was crap. And then you had pre-order stuff. You had collection editions of a game we don't even know. You know what I mean? It's not an established series. It's not like, we don't know who you are.
You should have actually knocked it out of the park with the first one. I mean, look at Titanfall. Unfortunately, great IP, but because you locked it to a system and you only deliver multiplayer, when 2 came out, it didn't help that it was sandwiched between 2 behemoth titles, of course, but also in the conscience, like a lot of people were thinking, oh, that had a single player campaign. Oh, I didn't buy it because I don't want to play multiplayer. Is that on PlayStation 4? There are people asking, that's on PlayStation 4?
Yeah, because they didn't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, those are your free games. Enjoy those for all the Games with Gold members. Sticking with Microsoft, 343 Industries, the heads, they called Halo 5 Guardians a painful learning experience.
Halo 5 painful?
Yes.
I need to hear this. Why exactly? Well, yeah.
Well, the whole, I mean, it's a lot of, they learn something, but they focus specifically on, they're going to be bringing back split screen features.
Oh, that.
Yes. And they said they will always have split screen going forward, calling that the removal of the feature and its ensuing fan outcry was a painful learning lesson for the studio. So we have Halo Wars this year. We're not doing a Halo this year, right?
There's no. I mean, unless they announce something crazy for Scorpio, which I doubt it.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
But it's still. I mean, this is the problem. This is a problem. Microsoft. Fans. Mm-hmm. This is what you're crying about. You should be actually like really Microsoft. Where's the exclusives here? Where are your first parties titles? But no, you're asking for freaking split screen on Halo, which nobody really does.
In the defense of the fans, they were specifically saying this is BS when the game came out. So their outcry was for that, not overall Microsoft, but that particular game. It's like it came out. I don't know. I didn't play it, so I have no idea.
I don't know what the importance of split
it's been
screen.
available. It's been there since Combat Evolved, so it's just always been there, and it's this thing that, like it or not, people still do. It's and then you think again, you take into consideration the internet infrastructure, the way we're at in all of America. It's like, well, you have people who generally still do that, especially the ones who support Microsoft or Xbox in general. So it may not be as big as the amount of people, but it's still a big community.
Right now, that's not the problem that Halo has.
I know that.
The problem that Halo has is deeper.
It's true. But if you have problems already, don't cause new ones. So that's for Halo there. And then next piece of item here, I've got Neo. Speaking of Neo, you brought up earlier, it's going to get harder missions and a PvP mode. Free updates was going to be the harder missions. It should be free. Free updates for that are coming in March. And then for the PvP, that will come in April. These are both free updates. Okay.
They just announced that they hit 1 million sales so they're
doing good.
Yeah, the game's doing really well, and they are giving as a thanks a free golden armor set.
Yeah.
So
Just
you
giving
can go
it-
ahead.
giving
The patch was released. It was patch 1.05. It was released yesterday. So you can just go ahead and download it right now if you have the game. And
There you go. There you go. And
I didn't play it yesterday, but
Oh, you didn't get a chance to do it?
yeah.
All right. Well, also they also went into the DLC, the paid DLC that will come out later. It will start shortly after the April free release. Three, I guess these are single player. Dragon of Tohoku, then Japan's Best Warrior, and finally Peace and Tranquil. That'll be the three of the
Cool. So single player.
single player DLC, which is great. That's what you want. And
Season
when you
pass
switch,
could be worth it. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll wait until they get released to see. But
yeah, definitely. Some more free DLC in other games. You got free Not a Hero add-on, which arrives this spring for Resident Evil 7. I saw some information on it, and there's some there's some concerns with people out there. You haven't played the game, so I'm going to keep this as spoiler free as possible. But basically, the biggest point of contention appears to be the design of the character that is mentioned to be Chris Redfield. Doesn't
bring in the old Resident Evil people.
This apparently it's going to be Redfield that's in it, but it doesn't look like Chris, the character model. It doesn't look like anything like from 5 or from 6. So it's like, is this really Chris, or is this some other Redfield, or what are we doing here? You know what I mean? So I'm still interested. It's a free DLC, so obviously I'm not even going to complain about it. But that's also coming.
So it's a story DLC?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or some sort of a story. Not, definitely.
I
not
mean,
multiplayer,
obviously
yeah.
it was going to be a story DLC. What I meant to ask is, it like a little campaign type thing?
It could be.
That's cool.
The recent one that they did, I don't know if you heard about the bedroom, or what is it called? The most recent came like a week right after the game was released, which has you playing as some other character. You're locked in a room. One of the villain, the woman lady that's in the house, she comes in, and
That woman lady?
Yeah, I don't. Well, her name's Marguerite, but basically she comes in and she feeds you, and then you have to. Basically, when she leaves, you have to try to find a way out of this room. Okay? But if you make too much noise or if you hit something, she says, "What are you doing in there?" And then a timer comes up, and you have to put everything back the way it was, and then get back on your seat. If you don't, she kills you.
Oh, wow.
So
Great.
you have to put everything back, whatever. And of course, things will trigger every so often for you to have to put everything. So it's almost like a memory game at this point, because you're like, man, we have to put everything back. The whole point is to try to get out. That's what the whole deal is. So that was a paid DLC. I think it was like $9.99. So this one here is free. So we'll see we'll see exactly.
I didn't realize
what's in
that
it.
they already have paid DLC.
Yes, that was actually a lot of frustration for a lot of people. They're going, it's a week after the game came out. This should be already in the game. You know what I mean? Now, it is what it is. But at this point, the game, I play the game from beginning to the end. I don't feel shortchanged at all. So
it didn't need it.
No. And let's see here. Next piece of news I've got is Final Fantasy 15's PS4 Pro patch. Apparently does more harm than good.
Yes.
Have you heard about this?
Oh, sir, I believe I brought those. I brought you the news.
Yes.
I don't know no pro, so I haven't been able to confirm this myself. But reports online from a bunch of sources say that, well, they unlocked the frame rate. The idea of improving performance on it was to take the lock 30 that he had on PS4 and PS4 Pro, PS4 Pro basically, take it away. So now the frame rate is like wildly everywhere. It's like if you look at the floor, you could get 60 frames per second
if you're staring at the floor.
you're staring at the floor and you move staring down at the floor. Proven already.
Yeah.
That's how, the moment you move your head up, it just goes to 45 to 30, back to 45. And the problem is it's not that, oh, it's higher than 30, therefore it's gonna be better. No, if it's not locked at 30 or at 60, everything in between is going to be inconsistent. And exactly. You're going to have variable, and that looks bad. That looks horrible. So it's like this asinine idea that in order to improve performance, all you had to do was just take the lock off. It's like
Clearly, they don't know coding.
clearly, someone needs to get fired. That game and it's contagious. I don't know. There's people that love the game.
Oh, okay.
And there are people that really dislike it. And I am on that last one.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It's like, how can people overlook? This is not like Final Fantasy 13 where it was bad, but it was because like the characters were insufferable and the whole plot was nonsensical. But the gameplay was sort of there. The battle system was sort of there. Everything else was garbage. In this one, there are some problems, like major issues, like with the menus and with the car, the freaking car that is supposed to be the highlight of this game.
Is it?
Well, in the sense that
Not the Batmobile.
This
so.
was no, but this was I don't know why Final Fantasy suddenly needed a car. We had Chocobo. Hello. We don't need vehicles.
They had cars before too.
Yeah, but they
weren't a focus though. Yeah. Well, I remember
one?
the buggy in Final Fantasy VII, which
The
breaks down at some point. Yeah, it was a buggy that you got from Gold Saucer when you completed the Chocobo races.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I
Yeah,
know
okay.
the game too
I know
well.
your name.
I know the game too well.
Dude, freaking major issues with, hey, I want to talk to this person, but you're using the same button they used to talk to the person is the same button you used to jump. So if I'm not close enough or I don't get the prompt to talk, I'm jumping like an idiot. We've talked about this enough.
Yeah. Well, for the patch, apparently
They don't patch that though. They don't fix that.
They don't fix that. They focus on the frame rate.
Yeah.
So PS4 Pro owners, they're either going to be stuck with inconsistent unlocked frame rate that's well below 60 while you're at a 1080p, or higher resolution with 30 frames per second mode that gives the illusion of running at a low frame rate, owing to the really frame pacing issues. So
this is Digital Foundry's own words.
Yeah, that's exactly from their words. Yeah,
they say the best version to play Final Fantasy 15 right now is the Xbox One.
The Xbox One version.
The Xbox One version.
Yep.
Which doesn't have the frame pacing issues that the PS4 have had for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Frame pacing being something different that's the frame rate, mind you.
Yeah. Let's see. Another piece of news here for Overwatch. You still playing Overwatch? You jump in there every so often?
Not as much as I like.
I want to. I'm not gonna lie. I really.
I want
do
to. Yeah.
So they have a new character. Well,
We should.
They're teasing. Blizzard is teasing, as always. Possibly a new character. I'm going to show you the image here. I'll include it on the.
No, that has been debunked already.
That has been debunked?
Yeah.
So who is it now?
They are thinking it's going to be a character named Doomfist.
Oh, is that the one voiced by Terry Crews?
I don't know who Terry Crews is.
Oh, okay. Well, can't help you there.
and I don't know what the character looks like, and I know that I did not like that character at all.
Well, yeah,
that
this
design,
one here, I guess the original teased or suspected one was an 11-year-old robotics and artificial intelligence prodigy named Effie Oladele,
F you.
which was a native of Numbani, which is one of the areas.
But the problem is that they designed her to look like a Monchichi.
A what?
What
the fuck is that?
Monchichi. You can actually Google this. This is
is it one word?
Yeah, it was a Japanese. It's a Japanese anime that came into. Actually, I used to watch this in Spanish in Puerto Rico back in the day, and they used to have dolls. And,
I'm looking at the dolls now.
You're looking at the dolls, exactly. Tell me they don't look exactly like a Monchichi.
Yeah,
yes,
I can see that. Yeah.
So Google Monchichi. That was the design that Blizzard thought of making this character. It was horrible.
And the whole thing is 11 years old. You're gonna basically run around and shoot an 11-year-old.
They don't care. It's Blizzard is equal opportunity.
I know, but I mean, still, that was poor taste. Come on now. Oh my god.
They're not shooting. It's not ballistics or it's tickling guns. It's paintball. Right. Basically paintball. Yeah, right. That's what Hansel is shooting with. He's high noon, and then he paintball the crap out of you.
Fair enough. My last piece of news here is really just me personal. Wanted to bring this up. Irrational exists no more.
What? But they made Bioshock.
I know. Well, you know that they had gotten really, really small at some point. I think laid off like most of the people. Makers of Bioshock. Their new, the name I should say of the new Irrational is called Ghost Story Games, and they're still working on their next title here. But I'm still looking forward to it.
Oh, but so this is not so they didn't go away. They just changed their name. That's it.
Correct. Well, still okay, Irrationals is gone. Yeah. This is
kind of an irrational move.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, they introduced their new logo, which is a single log campfire.
Oh, that's cool. I'm good with
interesting.
That. Yeah, as long as they still exist.
As long as they don't go doing Telltale's type of games, I'm okay. Because they're saying they're focusing more on narrative and all this stuff, and that's cool.
Well, that could be. Hey, Bioshock has one of the best, if not the best narrative in game. Well, aside from Portal, that is.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they can keep creating those types, I'm very excited to see what's next.
Those are all the pieces of news I have, sir. You have anything else over there?
Nothing major. I mean, I got excited about Doom co-directors talking about a potential sequel for Doom, but we kind of already knew that, hey, that's this new Doom was a success, so they are going to, Doom 2 is coming. It's probably,
I'm sure it is.
Probably see it on this E3 even. I will.
You think? No. They have a press conference. Bethesda has their Sunday press conference now.
Yeah, I guess it'll be too early because they're not. Yeah,
because it just came out last year.
This is Bethesda, so yeah, but they're surely be they're surely working on it.
I think they're going to definitely show off maybe Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein will be awesome.
They've had time now to work on that.
Indeed. Yeah.
Was it Machine Gun Games or
Machine Gun? Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. And then a little update for Xbox achievements now. For those who care about those, is that seriously.
I know.
Of the two achievement systems, I take Xboxes to Sony's any day.
Whatever.
To trophies the trophies.
Work.
Nah,
Trophies
are bullshit.
Trophies work.
Sorry, but trophies are. Guess what? Trophies are Sony's reaction to. Oh shit! They already beat us to having an achievement system, so we gotta come up with our own convoluted leveling system that is completely abstract and bullshit. And
trophies are this.
No man, give me solid numbers.
Trophies.
Listen,
they're trophies that actually go in and look at these trophies.
No, you can't because that was the plan. You could go into home and go into your room in the home app.
I'm talking about actual trophy lists. I see my trophy list. I can go, oh man, I remember what I got.
The numbers, watching numbers go up.
Watching numbers
higher
go up.
number. Hey, it's easier for me. I have higher numbers than
numbers.
Like, well, I don't know. I have 3 bronze, 1 silver.
If I want to watch numbers go
platinum.
up, I can go online and look at the deficit.
Well, it's good that you mentioned that because their newest is a decimal level precision for achievements, meaning that as you're playing, you can see to the decimal point how much whatever you need to collect or do or almost get to finally reach that achievement. So it used to be on percentages, which was pretty smart. And well, actually, no, I think it used to be you either did it or you didn't do it. It didn't show you a progression. Okay. Like, you need to collect 99 more of these things or do this 100 times or whatever. Now it shows you that.
The trophies are doing that.
So that's good. That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a pain. It's like, okay, I don't know how many I have to.
Yeah. You gotta for people that want to track that, side note. Also, one of the reasons I got the Doom and Titanfall was to get the trophies.
Those trophies that don't mean anything to you.
I mean, if I have a PS4, I might as well, Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, all right, guys. Give us a quick moment. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys, and we're going to go right into the hot topic of the week.
Hot topic of the week!
That's right. This hot topic, I didn't throw any questions out there, but I did want to bring up the importance of the exclusive.
Oh, okay, now I remember. All right.
Somebody like quite literally forgot what the topic of the week was. I'm
Before
like,
we went on break, we were like, okay, let's just jump right in. What's the topic again? It's probably because it wasn't a question.
it wasn't. No, it wasn't a question. The reason I bring this up, obviously, as everybody knows, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Microsoft is getting his ass handed to them by Sony, and there has nothing to show.
They do.
Wait, they
Halo
have
Wars
Halo
2.
Wars 2. Woo, because to them, Halo is the big savior still. They still think the Master Chief is their big savior. You know what they remind me of? This is Sega, shitting a bunch of Sonic games because that was
their
the
mascot.
that was the mascot, and that's what's gonna save. Oh man.
So yeah,
The end. All right.
So they just
Thanks for
screwed.
listening.
Yeah. No. So Horizon Zero Dawn came out, and it's getting probably better reviews than any. I figured it was going to be good. I didn't think it was going to be like people are like, whoa, this is way better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I think expectations as well for a lot of people have because they're like, okay, well, this is Guerrilla Games. They've done Killzone.
Which has
decent.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it has amazing technology.
It does. Yeah.
Just it didn't nail it on the gameplay a lot.
Turns out though, and this is just sidebar to turns out Guerrilla Games wanted to do a game like this for a while, but obviously they were in line to do the sequels that needed to be done or whatever they were going to be. They were told to do.
Contractually
exactly.
obligated to.
So when they finally did this, obviously their passion behind it shows. It shows completely in every little part of that game. And so here we are, where we have this, and it became 100%. And Forbes had that article, 100% evident how. What a difference it is when you have this massive game and it's only available for one console. And the article in Forbes had was the author of that article. He is writing how a friend was like he couldn't believe it was not on Xbox. He didn't even know that this was an exclusive. Yeah. And of course now he's shit out of luck. He can't unless he's going to go out buy a PS4, which he probably should have done last year. But
for that game, yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is a system seller. No joke.
Yeah, I think it's going to start moving units as well. So, and anyway, it brought up to question how important are the first party exclusives back in the 80s, 90s with the NES, Super NES, and all that stuff. Mario, that was a system sell. That was, people were like, man, I need to get that, the new Mario Brothers, the Super Mario Brothers 3, that sold consoles, that moved units. Super Mario World, the fact that it even came with the PlayStation, with the Super NES, that moved those units. It was like, oh, that's the new one. And it comes with the new one. Then I got to get that. You know what I mean? And back then they coined the phrase, the killer app. You remember that? It was it's got the killer app. That's what moves the unit. And, does that exist anymore? Is that something? And for a while, I really didn't think it did. I was like, nowadays, it is what
it's homogenized with, games come everywhere. And sure, you're going to have one game here and another game that you can't play over there. But there's so many games that you're probably not going to feel it. And no, it turns out that is important today as it used to be back in the day. And I'll tell you why. The good thing about having first-party exclusive, I'm going to narrow it down to first-party exclusive. You could have a third-party exclusive, like Microsoft tried to nail, Tomb Raider for their system and make it a time exclusive. You could have that.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm going to focus on first-party exclusive, which obviously Nintendo excels.
Yeah,
because they have nothing else.
That's
the bread and butter, and they do it very well.
It can be argued that they're still in it because of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You have Sony, which does it extraordinarily well as well.
They have a lot of studios.
They have a lot of studios, yeah. And the good thing about having that is you have studios that know your system to the machine language level. Mm-hmm. So they know their systems very well. They know the shortcuts that they could take. They have direct support from the console maker. Mm-hmm. And obviously when you have that, you could do wizardry almost on those games. You can pull off things that are amazing. That
Uncharted 4,
blow your mind. Uncharted 4, you see it there. I mean, that game has the graphics that to this day I still find it hard to find on a PC, unless this PC is just brute forcing it with like 3 Titan X's and like a 5K monitor. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
It's genius what they were able to do. And Naughty Dog being the first party, they can.
Well, and that's Sony has a lot of those. And this was the latest example. Microsoft, on the other hand, have taken, I don't know what the hell they're doing, but they have closed a lot of their first party division. Probably, they were underperforming, but rather than, you should have taken a different approach. Switch those teams to give them something else. So the problem is that you had them working on the same game all the time.
Yeah.
At least give it to Sony. They give some creative freedom to the first parties. Microsoft have them all working on the same title. Halo again, which is the reason why Bungie made a contract that, hey, I'll give you this Halo, the ultimate Halo, if you let us go out, let us get out of here. And then you devote, you make a studio exclusive for one title. Look at the Coalition. It's a studio for Gears of War.
Gears of War. Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me that you're going to waste that talent into just one IP and that's it? And that's, and then you close, you have Turn 10, which those are people that are talented enough. I mean, they did the Forza series look amazing. They could do something else. They don't need to be forced down to do just racers. If they want. I mean, I don't know if they probably would just want that.
It could be that too. But could it be because they have such limited studios, first parties, studios that they have, of course, because of that, such limited first party franchises that almost out of necessity. Well, we don't really have a choice because we do need to have this for 2018.
That's the problem. They cornered themselves into that corner. They set themselves that corner, and now they have, it's only on Xbox side, it's Halo, is Forza, and it's Gears of War. That's it. You can't count on Fable anymore because they ran that series into the ground, and and that studio's gone.
Well, let me see.
They have a bunch of studios. That latest
a list of them here.
What's the name of that Platinum game? They had that exclusive. Of course, that's a third party exclusive. Scalebound got canceled. That should it was looking really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, who knows what happened there? But needless to say, they're kind of, it seems like Platinum is a little butthurt about it because now the Nier Automata is not coming to Xbox.
At all? Was it supposed to? Because I thought it was going to be expecting
it to.
I thought it was exclusive.
I didn't know if it was. I mean, they had an article the other day saying the reasons why it's not coming to Xbox.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, they're in this. They're in trouble, and if they're gonna be releasing this new machine, they're gonna have to also mention that they are forming some other studios to bring some new IPs onto this console because, yes, Nintendo so far they have been able to survive with Mario, Zelda, and Metroid, but at least now you can see them branching out. You have Splatoon. You have this the
X series. Xenogears?
Well, yes. No. You have Pikmin. You have. They're trying to expand. They're trying to bring new IPs to the stable. Microsoft keeps thinking that just because Halo 2 did big back then, that they're gonna bring that level of excitement, and people don't care about. Honestly,
they need
from the hugest Halo fan here.
Honestly, they could do just like Ubisoft did, which is right now with Assassin's Creed. You kind of just put it aside, and we'll. That's
kind of what they're doing in the sense of we're not getting a yearly Halo.
No. But I mean, it's still relatively.
We're getting a Halo title.
You have, all right, so 343 is doing the Halo, but then you have some second party studios that are doing Halo-ish games, or within that realm. Yeah. So I actually looked up online these
Master
studios.
Chief is getting old already, and it's getting weird also and creepy. So it's time to let it go.
Old and creepy. They have the.
It has it for Cortana in a freaking computer. the hell's going on there?
So who they have as first party, of course, 343. They've got Turn 10, Rare,
Yes.
which is
It's
another.
They have Rare. Wow. Whoa.
They're making Sea of Thieves, which is another one that's an exclusive to theirs. I know, it doesn't.
Sure. Okay. Let's
it
give
looked
him
okay.
a huge benefit of the doubt here because
Yeah.
I'm feeling.
Let's exactly. Let's give them a little benefit here. At least that is a title solely to that, which people are interested in. Of course, they own Mojang.
I don't like
or
pirates,
Mojang. Is it Mojang?
Mojang?
Mojang.
Oh, yeah. They had to spend $1 billion, trillion, gajillion dollars on Minecraft
Mojang, yeah.
because, hey, shit, what are the kids like now? Minecraft, okay, pay them whatever you want, whatever he's asking,
And whatever money they want.
We need to get that.
They did.
That's all.
And of course, the Coalition. They have some other ones which I don't think they're doing anything.
What do they have?
Lift London. I don't know who.
What the hell is
Yeah,
that?
that's another studio.
Sure, if you say so.
Decisive Games. I've heard of Decisive Games. Yeah, Decisive Games.
What are they doing?
I don't know. We'll find out in E3. And then, of course, they have the casual things that make your Solitaire, your Minesweeper, and all that stuff. Actually, the division is called Microsoft Casual Games Team.
That's a race team.
So,
Yeah, wow.
now they do have second party. For those who know, second party are parties that are not owned by by Microsoft,
Microsoft,
but
yeah.
they make solely games for the
What Bungie was, basically.
primarily games for it. Then you have Harmonix, which does the Dance Central shit. Iron Galaxy Studios, which is
Iron Galaxy. No, Iron Galaxy they have it packed down with
Killer
Killer
Instinct.
Instinct. Yeah, but that's all they're doing, and they're supporting They are supporting the crap out of that game, which I can appreciate.
Yeah. State of Decay 2 is coming out. That's coming from Undead Labs. That's another second party studio. And then they have Armature Studios, which helped in Recore, Remedy Entertainment, which did Quantum Break. Let's see, Skybox Labs, which does Age of Empires. A lot of Reagent Games, which is doing Crackdown 3.
Who?
Reagent Games.
Did they rename it? I thought it was called something else.
Well, Ruffian did too.
Ruffian did too.
Yeah, so it may be just a difference. Maybe it's and of course Playground Games, which assisted in the Forza Horizon games.
Yeah, but you can't compare this to Sony Santa Monica.
No.
You can compare it
That's the
to
problem, yeah.
Sony Japan Studios.
Plus, it looks like they're
You can't
almost
compare it
just
to a
filling
freaking
gaps.
Naughty Dog. They don't have a Naughty Dog.
No.
They don't have.
No, they
That's the problem. All you mentioned, you mentioned little studios making
little
some
things,
games
yeah.
here. And
Nothing that's like gonna blow up the scenery.
No,
You know what I mean?
exactly. And I mean, sorry, but if you think Decay, State of Decay 2, it's a major title. I don't know what to do.
We really don't have much to go. I mean, when you only have, let me see. I think I can count it here. Maybe about 7 or 8. We mentioned this in the last in the one of the prior podcasts. So you got Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, Crackdown 3, Cuphead, Halo Wars 2, which is already out.
What the hell is Cuphead?
God,
One of the
forever.
it's indie title, look great.
And it's getting help from Microsoft. So
They're getting exactly. And what is it? Does it merit the 3 or 4 year delay that he have had, or 2?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been at least 2 years.
Yeah. Crackdown 3. We know Crackdown is not happening until Scorpio for sure. We know that.
Really? Because it's going to do the cloud thing.
Because the cloud processing, the bullshit, that Microsoft bullshit of we're gonna process the power in the cloud and then send it to the console, and this will make the Xbox One infinitely more powerful than anything you have ever imagined. Oh my god, that was a stupid message.
So yeah, other than that, they've got some games I've never heard of. To be honest, well, Phantom Dust, which is a remake really of a 2005 game. Rise and Shine, which actually looks pretty cool. It's a bullet hell shooter, but it's still not a major tentpole title.
An arcade game,
yeah. We Happy Few, Thimbleweed Park, and then.
But wait, We Happy Few is happening. it's coming to Sony, isn't it?
No, I think it was just an exclusive to Xbox. Let me take a-
Really?
Yeah, that's
no,
what
then you were very excited
I
about that
was
game.
until I heard that. I was like, oh well, never mind.
No.
Let
Be
me
happy
see.
for you.
Yeah, I believe
Really?
so. Compulsion Games. Let's see what's yeah, Xbox One and Microsoft.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Windows.
That didn't look that well. when
Yeah, there's no. Look at that.
Yeah.
Xbox One and PC. That's it. So so those are the titles they have. But as you can see, nothing major, nothing nothing that's going to get you excited. Now I wonder if it's because they're going all in on the Scorpio. And they're like, okay, well, once we reveal the Scorpio in E3,
we're gonna
show off.
We're gonna have a splash. All the titles, all the studios working on it. Well, the problem that you have, and the reason why the first parties are also very important, bringing it's a matter of it's a perception issue. Again, just like we had many podcasts ago the issue of power. It's a perception issue. It doesn't matter how powerful it is. It's just if it's perceived as inferior. Well, when you have no titles to show and you're mum about anything that's coming in the near future, people are gonna get worried. And people that are on the fence, they're just gonna go, well, shit. Look at at Sony. I could be playing Neo right now. I could be playing Horizon Zero Dawn when it comes out. I could be playing Yakuza 0. I could be playing so many titles. Plus the titles that I already know that are also available on Xbox. I'm just gonna go for PS4. It makes sense, and it's almost.
I have to wonder about I hope he listens to the podcast. I'm not sure he does. Joseph Ruiz, he's been very quiet.
He has been very quiet. He was
and I don't mean if he does listen, I don't mean this is any way to make fun.
No.
I'm just saying,
He was our
I'm
Xbox
curious.
guy.
He was, yeah.
And I like the fact because on the group, unfortunately, a lot of people posted news about Sony. Not a lot of people. It was just like me and oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. But there was another Xbox guy on the group posting Xbox news.
Ray Romero.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. And it was Joseph, and Joseph brought it. Brought it.
He
with
still
some
does.
news.
There's
Every
not
now
a
and
lot
then,
of news.
but there's not a lot. So he's been very quiet also.
Yeah. So and I'm curious I guess my curiosity is what is he doing? What do you like if he were here and we were doing the what have you been up to thing, because he doesn't play PlayStation. I don't know, and I don't think he has a PC. So I'm like, what are you playing? What will be his answer to that at this point?
Yeah.
Is he playing Halo Wars 2? Is he still playing, maybe is he, hanging on to a third party title at this point?
I mean, there are titles. There are titles on Xbox, and we want to reiterate or mention. I don't think it has been. Microsoft Xbox One is doing well.
Oh, yeah,
it's not that it's doing crap. It's not that
no.
it's not. I mean,
It's
everybody's trying to
it's
put it
ahead
as a doom scenario.
No.
It's doing well.
It's ahead of Xbox 360 at this
around
point.
this time. Yeah, exactly. And Xbox 360 was a fantastic, one of the best consoles of all time. And so Xbox One is doing well. It's just that Sony is doing so much better.
It's ridiculous.
That it's making it look reductive. It's making it look like
it looks pointless. Yeah, it's like all they're doing is not. The focus is on again because now, especially Horizon, and then you have first you had Neo in January. You have Horizon.
Forget about it. Bring it back. You have Uncharted 4 even when
just going on 2017. Just starting the new year. Okay,
just starting ridiculously strong.
You have Neo. I'm going to throw it in there because it is an exclusive. The Gravity Rush 2, I understand it wasn't a lot of people didn't get into that. Critically, it's a great game. Not all the people buy it because they maybe don't have a connection to it or whatever. That one's out. Then you have Neo, which is getting great reviews. Horizon now getting great reviews. You're going to have Persona 5. Yakuza 0. Yeah. Persona 5, which is coming out.
Can't wait.
Yeah, is that April?
That is, I think it's April. Yes.
April, yeah.
I think it's April.
So you have these titles, and it's like, they're really just back to back to back, just slamming it. They're literally slamming it. And I think, I hate to say this, but there was something I was reading or something that somebody pointed out that the focus on Microsoft has gone now because they don't have the exclusives coming out. They don't have those big tentpole ones, which Halo Wars 2 I think was supposed to be, but I guess it really is not that big.
Let's be realistic.
Yeah,
exactly.
so their focus completely went on to Scorpio, right? And if let's be real, they're gonna have to have games that are available on both. Otherwise, you're gonna really shut out the Xbox One owners currently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if that happens, you have to have those titles. If you don't have those titles, the wording that the guy used was PlayStation 4 when it first came out. Granted, there was nothing out there. There were very few first-party titles for PlayStation 4. But now, 3 years into it, now it's starting to get hot. Now they're coming slam. It's coming. Here's 1 month. Here's another month. Here's another month. And it's gotten hot. Now it's gotten to the point where now what do? You know what I mean? You're actually backtracking a little bit and saying we're just moving on to Scorpio. That's great. But now you're almost resetting. So now you need to meet more time to get those exclusives available for the Scorpio. So are we looking at 2018 holiday?
No, it better not. I mean, it hasn't been. It's not without precedent that yes, you have sometimes the system. This has happened to Sony profoundly, where people were asking, well, where are the titles? Where are the titles coming? But they didn't come in, and they are fantastic. Same thing with the 3DS launch. It was abysmal at first.
The PS3 had
PS3 had that. Yeah.
Had nothing.
Yeah. So this is, this is salvageable. Yeah, this is salvageable. It's just. Man,
is it salvageable? Because now they're going to the Scorpio, so now it's like, well, we're resetting again.
Let's say if realistically they have the titles to announce at E3, and it's just that hey, we had to delay a little bit because we wanted to make sure they were Scorpio ready. We wanted to add these things, and look at now. See, we were quiet, but
here they are.
Here they are.
All these studios that I just mentioned are all working on something.
Exactly. Or something crazy. I don't know, because I highly find to get excited about. It'll have to be a lot of new IPs, but exactly that would be awesome.
But they have to do new IPs, but they have to do gameplay. Because again, you come out on E3 and you do a bunch of CG trailers like that.
This is thing that will have to be ready for like February.
Yeah, exactly. So I also went online and I did a little research last couple days here.
This podcast does research?
I know.
Jesus. We're growing. We're actually starting to get it mature. I thought it was all just a bunch of fake news.
No. Yes, this is all real news, guys. Real news. So the Xbox 360, what I went back to the beginning of Xbox 360, beginning of PlayStation 3, which came out a year after the 360. We all know that the 360 came out, had a whole 1 year head start on Sony. And obviously they had, but again, this is the whole deal. By the time Sony came out and by the time they started producing games, Xbox 360 was already rolling.
Oh yeah, they already had Gears of War,
At that point, they were slamming it. That's what they were doing. Yeah.
And it was amazing.
So at that time, so what I did is I basically looked at just the console exclusives, okay, to see how many they had in the end, right? And obviously in the beginning, most of this stuff starts at the beginning, and by the time it gets to the end, it's already moving on to the next console.
Yeah.
Total first party, and this is estimated based on a website I was going to, which was
Sources.
Hardcore Gamer, I think is what it was called. Let me see.
Cite your sources, sir.
I'm going to cite my sources here. Yes. Stand by for a moment, guys.
None of this reporting on news without citing sources. We don't do this shit here.
We're not fake news.
We're not faking news. Give me the facts.
This is let's see real quick. I have to look at my history because it was yesterday. Gametsu.
Oh, yes, Gametsu, okay.
So this is based on Gametsu. And so 85 total retail console exclusives in the lifetime of the Xbox 360. Okay. Those are not including the ones that eventually came over to the other console. This is just, they were only there. You were only going to play it on that. 198 Xbox Live, Xbox Live Arcades. Okay. Yeah, we're still on Xbox. Yeah. 198 Xbox Live Arcades exclusive to Xbox. Their Xbox Live Arcade filled in gaps that were needed. The Summer of Arcade that they used to do.
That was fantastic. Oh, yeah.
That had them rolling. Dude, Sony could not keep up. That the first couple of years, there's nothing they can do.
No.
They were just not being able to keep up. What kept them afloat, I think, a lot of that first and by the
It
end.
was that duck game.
Which one?
What was that ducky game that Sony had that it was like ridiculous? It's like, why is this there?
Donkey?
Yeah, no, duck, like rubber duckies. I'm trying to remember.
No, I have no idea.
Oh my god! Yes, this was the title. I'm sorry about this.
No,
it was
that's
just funny.
fine. I have no idea.
It was this game. I think it was one of their first arcade games you can download. There was this rubber duckies on the water maze, and you have to tilt the controller to basically turn the
6
top.
axis. Yes,
The
yes.
6 axis, yeah, to guide the duckies to the goal and save them. It was like the stupidest thing. I think IGN reviewed it, gave it like a 2.5 or something like that. I need to find that now.
We'll have to find that game. So 85 total retail, and then 198 on Xbox Live Arcade. Now Sony for PlayStation 3. Again, a lot of this, first off, is on the second. Oh, go ahead. Tell me, what's the game?
Super Robodub.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's even a bad name.
It's super. I know, and the title and the title had just one song.
Oh, I
playing
did see
over
that. Okay,
and
yeah.
over and over.
I did see that. I obviously I didn't pay any mind, but yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. That game made me happy.
Did it really?
It was a dumb game. It was the music.
You
it
actually
was so
had it?
mellow. Yeah, it was the music. It was so
no.
mellow and like
No.
laid back.
That's elevator music, bro.
Elevator music. Yes, it was pretty much elevator music. Oh my god, a commercial for freaking PS3 interrupted it. Anyway, go ahead.
So,
I'm gonna ask that you in one of the well, actually, never mind. Go ahead.
so PlayStation 3 retail. Now, I want to point out that most of this happened on the second half of PS3's life cycle. The first half was pretty barren. You remember Lair? You remember,
yes.
you remember those type of
Lair.
games. But by the end, this is what they had retail versus 85 on Xbox. 198 retail games. First party exclusives. PlayStation 3.
Jesus, wow.
By the end, they had 174 exclusives on PlayStation Network. So combined, you're already about over 300.
Yeah.
This is
and
why
so many studios.
Yeah, this is why a lot of people say that yes, Microsoft owned them for the first 5 years of that life cycle, but by the end, Sony did catch up and were selling more at that point, and it could be because of those first party exclusives. I mean, that could be the
Well, that's
the
when
reason
the
why-
Uncharted were coming out. That's when.
Another thing to point out that you have to understand here, there's a lot of studios that Sony works with that are Japanese centric, that obviously Xbox has
Xbox
no
doesn't
relations
have,
to. So
no.
this is another reason why. I mean, yes, it appears like a huge gap, but also keep in mind there are a lot of niche first party games that came for Japanese audiences that we never fucking saw, or maybe we did see but nobody cared about. But they still count regardless of it, and that also helped keep them afloat. One can also say that's the reason why Nintendo has it, because they do have some weird Nintendo Japanese games that come out that people are into. So far into the current generation cycle, we have total exclusives on the Xbox One. When I say Xbox One exclusive, I mean console exclusives. 7.
LOL.
7 total console exclusives.
Wow.
Now, there would be more. I think it'd be about 12 or 13 more.
We are in the third year of this generation.
We're past 3. We're on our way to the fourth year.
Oh, fourth year? Wow.
Technically, we're in the fourth year. So we're past 3. This would be
It's still, I mean, 7.
7. Again, there would be more if they didn't start releasing these to PC.
Oh, okay.
They were exclusives only to the console.
This is only on the console, so this is not counting Halo Wars.
Correct.
This
Not
is not
counting
counting
Gears of War. Yeah.
Oh, that's not fair.
Well, no, I'm saying it's exclusive.
My
That's the whole
PC
point.
is a bigger Xbox.
It is.
But I understand what you do.
You see how
it still wouldn't make that much of a difference.
going back to
11.
going back to Joseph, who what I understand he didn't have a PC. He may have one now, but he didn't have one at the time. Let's say he still doesn't have one. these are the 7
These are the 7,
his
yeah.
exclusives that he has. This is what he can be proud of because PC owners, you know what I mean? So, and then 28 downloadable games that are exclusive to the Xbox console. And then, of course, going back to PlayStation 4, they're at 33 total retail at the moment. 111 PlayStation Network titles are exclusive to the console.
PlayStation Network is the Xbox Live of its time.
Yes. So, as you can see, those numbers alone of this current generation show why maybe it is. I wanted to point out something that.
Hey, you know what? It's going to be all right because you know what? In March, I'm getting Evolve for free on Xbox.
Congratulations. Let me know how that turns
exclusive.
out. It is. It is exclusive. Giovanni actually pointed it out on the post that I put here, and he's like,
Bro!
Yeah, that's right, bro. This is quite literally every system's blood. That's all. Shitty ass exclusives, system dead. As simple as that. Drop mic while he Gangnam styling out of the stage.
I love that guy.
God, no, I love Giovanni. He's awesome.
Oh man.
So yeah, I mean, I have to agree with him. It's an important thing. It's the backbone, right? It's the back. Well, in this case, it's the blood.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is very important to have your artillery. You know, this is what you have to show off to the other side if you want to like show. Hey, you know, on the other side, come here. What I have here on the Xbox. You know, these are titles that you're not gonna get to play. Right now, that's happening the other way around.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, it's all PlayStation fans looking at Xbox being like, haha, you guys don't have a Horizon Zero Dawn. And let's face it, there's nothing on the horizon.
Yeah, there's nothing coming
for
that's,
Xbox.
Sea of Thieves. That's
See what I did there?
Well done.
Thank you.
So last point I just wanted to bring up. Do you think making these their exclusives now available on PC, was that a good move, bad move? Doesn't really make a difference?
I'll tell you, I'll answer that, you know, without joke. Because it has been a very good move for me. I own a PC that is decent enough to run those games. So the opportunity of running a Halo War 2, of Forza Horizon 3, which I enjoy so much, but it was in part because, I mean, yes, that game ran well on the Xbox One, but man, it was like godlike on a PC at 60 frames per second or higher than 60 frames per second. That I appreciated that. That said, if I didn't have a PC, I'll be really mad. I'll be really upset at Microsoft because suddenly you're taking it's like, well, we don't have much to show off, and now you're taking that away. People don't need to buy an Xbox One anymore if they have it on, you know, if they can play these games on PC. They will want to play the exclusive, and if you're giving the exclusive away on PC, you know.
Let me ask you another question. Let's say you didn't buy the Xbox One at launch or near launch. Let's say you didn't have one, and games started coming out. Like, what was the first game that came out on PC? One of their first parties.
Recore.
Okay, so let's go with
Forza.
Gears of War.
Gears of War.
Okay.
Okay, Gears of War.
So let's say you didn't have an Xbox One. You were holding out for. Let's say you were holding out for Gears of War and Forza, right? Suddenly, it's available on PC. Would you have bought an Xbox One?
No, why would I? I have it on PC.
Exactly.
I think
it's a bad move. Yeah.
I think. I mean, I understand what Microsoft is doing also because at the end of the day, they're in the business of selling the game.
The game.
You know?
Yeah.
So if they can put the games on more households, but you're doing that, you're cannibalizing your console sales at that point. And I think at the beginning, I was on the side of, well, this is me appreciating, you know, the fact that I'm getting those games on PC now. Well, they're looking at the computer, which is also their environment, you know, as their ecosystem, so they don't have anything to lose. And while that's technically true, you have to see it the other way, which is like, yeah, but you're throwing the Xbox brand in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by doing this, yeah, you get to sell your game more. You get to sell more Windows. You know, and all that, but at the expense of killing your Xbox brand, which has helped you a lot. You know, along the way. And that's problematic, you know. So yeah. That, to answer your question, I would have no reason to buy an Xbox if I didn't have one. If I could just play Halo 6 on PC, yeah, why would I?
I think here's another question: if Halo 6 comes out and it's on the Scorpio, and it's also on the One, because you know they don't want to alienate the previous owners. And it's also on PC. Would you get a Scorpio?
I want to get a Scorpio. That's the thing is,
okay.
There's something about, but this is different. This is more in my, I want to lay back in the couch and play. That it's serving that purpose more than
couch gaming.
Yeah, the couch. Yeah, exactly. But if it wasn't for that, then again, we're back to, I have a PC that can run this game. I don't need another PC that is limited to being a console. Yeah. You know, to play the game. True,
yeah. That's why I was asking. I was like, you know, because that's potentially what they're facing. If you're exclusives are important. We're establishing that it is important. But if you are now making it available everywhere, their play anywhere tactic, which is what or strategy, play anywhere strategy. You can play this on PC. You can play this on Xbox One. You can play this on Scorpio. So if you already have a One, you know, it's like the same thing with the Nintendo Switch and Breath of the Wild. Yeah. If you already have a Wii U, are you going to pay $300 for the Switch so you can play?
Only if you're a fan. Only if you're a Nintendo fan.
But let's say, the point is that the exclusive is Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda is on Wii U. So why leap now? I can play Legend, and we saw that the differences are extremely minor, you know what I mean? Yeah. So why leap now? You know, it's an exclusive, yeah, but I already have a console that can play it. I'll wait for something else that comes out later on down the road. Same thing. This is my point with the Scorpio is I'll wait till something comes out later on that's only available on the Scorpio. And then we're back to the whole, okay, now you have to make this jump to the next console. I don't know.
But that's different, though, because you're talking to people that own PC. If you don't own the PC, Scorpio.
Well, you're gonna have to make the jump.
If they can make if they can make a case for it, he's gonna be the next generation.
Yeah, it is. So, it's definitely the next year. I have zero doubts on that.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us, guys, to the end of episode 44, which I think I'm just saying now. I don't think I said it was episode 44, but episode 44 of...
I guess you were counting, you know.
GG's The Mouthful. And we are on. Please go to goodgame.tech. Join the group there. Join the conversation. If you're listening to this on YouTube, on iTunes or Google Play, please like and subscribe to our show. And as always... we'll see you next week. My name is Arnaldo, a.k.a. Mad Dog. Mr. Santos, anything else for her?
Just want to give thanks to all the new members and listeners. We don't ask for monetary support. We don't have a Patreon. We don't have nothing like that. We just ask for your word of mouth. Just spread the word, spread the love, because that's the reason why we're doing this.
That's right.
Just doing it out of love.
Because we love you guys.
Yeah, sure. A shitload of love for everybody.
A buttload of love. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
GG! GG every day.